Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we're going to be discussing a very important question, and that is, will CBD make you fail a drug test? Now, if you need to know the answer to that question as I did, then stay tuned. We're about to learn a lot together. Before we get started, guys, please take the time out of your day to like this video, comment on this video, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell down there to get alerted. I'm constantly uploading new videos, really great information about CBD, and I want you guys to know all about it. So make sure, again, just like, subscribe, comment, and hit that little bell button to be alerted. All right, guys, so as we all know, CBD is growing. A lot of people are really interested in this. It seems to be helping a lot of people with different things such as fatigue and insomnia and anxiety and depression and all kinds of different ailments that people are saying that it helps them with. But here's the deal. A lot of us work, right? We work jobs, and those jobs can give us random drug testing anytime they want. Sometimes we might be in between jobs, and if we're in the interview process and things like that, eventually somebody's probably going to drug test us, right? So it's really important to know whether or not CBD, if taking CBD would cause you to fail a drug test, right? So before we get into that, let me just kind of go back a little tiny bit and explain to everybody that's watching that CBD is not created equal. There's so many different CBD products out there right now, from gummies to tinctures to topicals to everything else. And not all CBD products are created equally. None of the companies are created equally. None of the products are created equally. Some get in your system faster than others. And so it's important to do your research, know what you're putting in your body before you do it, of course. So I'm hoping that you guys are watching this video before you decide to try a CBD product. That way you can make the most informed decision on whether or not you want to try it, and also on whether or not what kind you need to try depending on your situation. So let's just start by saying that right now there are two different types of CBD products available. There's isolate products, and there's also full spectrum products. Now, an isolate product, I've explained this in some other videos of mine, you may have seen it, but basically an isolate product has 0 THC in it, and a full spectrum CBD product will have trace amounts of CBD in it, and that's 0.3% or less of THC within the product. Now, guys, if you don't know, I've also talked about this in other videos, but in order for CBD to be legal, it must come from a hemp plant, and in order to be considered a hemp plant, it has to have 0.3% THC or lower in the plant itself. So now that we have that information, guys, I want to discuss why that's so important. So CBD and THC are completely different things. They're both cannabinoids found within the plant of a hemp plant, and that's where you're getting CBD oil from, right? But when you're getting a drug test, when you go to have a drug test done for an employer, they're testing your urine for THC. Okay, they're not testing for CBD. And so that's why knowing the difference between the isolate and the broad spectrum are so important. Here's the deal, guys. If you're taking an isolate product, an isolate CBD product, and there is 0% THC in it, make sure you guys are checking the ingredients. I preach on that so much, but you need to check your ingredients and know what you're putting in your bodies. But if you're taking an isolate CBD product and it's THC free, there's no THC at all present within that product at all, then guess what, guys? Yes, you will pass a drug test. You will not fail one at all. No chance whatsoever. Now, if you are taking a full spectrum CBD product, it can have trace amounts of THC in it, 0.3% or less. And so the question is, will you fail a drug test if you're taking a full spectrum CBD product? And the answer to that question is a little bit complicated. I would say probably not. If you do your research and you look up anything about this, you're probably going to get the same answer that I'm giving you now, which is you probably won't fail a drug test, but you could. There is a chance, there is a possibility that you could fail a drug test by taking a full spectrum CBD product because it does have THC. So it just depends on how strong the drug test that you're taking is, how much they're looking for, what amount will show up. Now it's more likely that if you're taking a CBD product that's a full spectrum at a high dosage, it's more likely that you would fail versus taking a lower dosage or something that just has a little bit of CBD. Like I'll give you an example. So right now I'm taking a full spectrum. So that means that has THC in it, 0.3% or less, right? I'm currently taking a full spectrum. My bottle is about this big. It has 500 milligrams of CBD within the bottle. Okay, so whenever I give myself a dropper, like a full dropper would probably be about 10 milligrams of CBD in that, right? So I actually did take a drug test. I took a marijuana at home drug test. I have another video on that. I'll link that down in the description so that you can see what my results were. But I did take one, and my results, guys, my results were just how I wanted them to be, right? So I passed that drug test, right? So there was no THC present. Now, if you're taking a full spectrum CBD product, and let's say that it has 1,500 milligrams of CBD in that little bottle, there's a higher chance that you would probably fail a drug test by taking that product versus taking the product that I'm taking at 500 milligrams, right? So there's just more CBD in there. It's more concentrated. There's a lot more because all these bottles, no matter if you buy a 500 milligram or a 1,500 milligram CBD bottle, it's the same size, right? It's just the amount of concentratedness within that. So guys, basically, if you are worried, if you are under, strict rules and regulations at your job, maybe you're up for random drug testing, maybe you have to do drug tests, every so often for your job or for other reasons or whatever, or if you just want to make sure that if you ever had to take a drug test that you would pass, then I would probably recommend playing it safe and getting an Isolate CBD product, getting a product that has 0% THC within the product. Okay, now here's the kicker. They say, researchers say, a lot of these companies say the same thing, that that CBD works better when you have the whole part of the plant. So when you have the THC and when you have the CBD. Here's the deal with that, guys. I personally, like I said, I'm taking a full spectrum. I figured if I'm going to try CBD, I'm going to try CBD, and I want the full spectrum. I want everything. Give it all to me. Let me test it out, right? But I have a very, very great close friend of mine who cannot risk failing a drug test at all. And so she has decided to purchase a CBD product that's an isolate that has no THC in it at all. And let me tell you guys, she has had amazing results with her product. She is loving it. It is helping her sleep without taking sleeping pills at night. It is helping her just feel better. Her moods are better. She's having great success with this isolate product that has no THC in it at all. So don't think that just because you maybe can't get a full spectrum because you're worried about passing a drug test, don't think that it's not worth trying at all, because that's not the case. Okay, if CBD without THC as an isolate product didn't work, then they wouldn't make it, guys. They just wouldn't make it. So your best bet, though, like I said, if you're worried about taking a drug test, if you're worried about getting in trouble or anything like that with a job or whatever, then just go with an isolate product. Okay, now if you don't have to worry about that, maybe you work for yourself, maybe you're a business owner, whatever, stay-at-home mom, whatever the case may be, retired, I don't know, then if you can, then get an full spectrum CBD product. Get the full spectrum, because it's gonna have all parts of the plant in it, right? Now, I also wanted to touch base on something that's extremely important, especially if you're looking to get an isolate CBD product. This is super important, especially if you're worried about failing or passing a drug test. So listen up, guys. It is extremely imperative that you guys are doing your research like I preach all the time. I know. But you need to make sure that you know the ingredients, what's in this product. You need to make sure that you know if it has third-party lab testing or not. If you find a CBD product and you can't find out that it has any kind of third-party lab testing, if they don't show their results, if you can't look up a number on a barcode on the product and go online and find the test results of that product, then don't buy it. You need to have a third-party lab tested product, and here's why. There have been lots of Isolate CBD products out there that claim to have 0% THC in them that actually have THC in them, okay? It's extremely important that you make sure that you're able to that the company that you're buying from is able to back up their claims of 0 THC, especially if you are about to risk being drug tested at work or something and you possibly could lose a job over this. This isn't something to play around with. So you definitely need a third-party tested company if that is the case. Honestly, I always recommend a third-party tested company regardless, because you just want to make sure what you're putting in your body. Our body is sacred, our body is wonderful, our body is beautiful, and we don't want to harm ourselves in any way, guys. So make sure that you find a company that has third-party testing. I have a company that I recommend that's amazing. I'll have all that information in the description below. If you're looking for somebody that you can trust, then definitely go down there and take a look at what I got down there. But guys, that's just so important. Trust me on this one. You don't want to be one of those people that fail a drug test because the product that you bought, unfortunately, wasn't what you thought that it was. All right, guys, so there you have it. The answer to your question, will CBD make you fail a drug test? I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope that you learned a lot with me. If you guys have any questions or anything, make sure that you pop those down below. I am going to have the link to where I recommend to get your CBD from. All that information will be down there. I'll also have a link for you to get a free sample of CBD. All you have to do is pay for shipping on that, so it's really sweet, really awesome way for you to try it, right? I'll have that link down there. I'll also have a link to a free group that I run on Facebook. You guys are more than welcome to join. It is a group about living your best life, being the best version of yourself possible, and that goes through many different things. We talk about a lot of stuff in there, so I hope to see you in there. But if not, thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you like this video, comment on this video down below, let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel, guys. I appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.